Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to make this beautiful and very cute granny stitch headscarf. For making this headscarf, I will use this yarn art Adore. That's a category 3 yarn, and it's 100% acrylic and number 3mm hook. If you're ready, let's get started. Start the work with making a magic ring. Put the yarn on these two fingers and wrap it around them to form an X shape in the front, and hold the yarn with this finger. Turn the fingers and insert the hook under the first loop and grab the second one, pull through and make a chain and remove the fingers. Now start first row with making another 2 chains, and these 3 chains count as the first double crochet. Yarn over, go to the ring, pull up a loop, pull through 2 and pull through 2 and create next double crochet. Again, go to the ring, pull up a loop, pull through 2 and pull through 2. Now we have 3 double crochets, chain 1 after them, and again make another 3 double crochets into the magic ring. Two and 3, and then pull this yarn tightly, and row 1 is finished. Start row 2 with making 3 chains as the first double crochet, and turn the work and make another 2 double crochets into the same stitch, the beginning double crochet here, the base of the chain 3, 1 and 2, and now we have 3 double crochets at the beginning of row 2. Skip next double crochets and go to the chain 1 space and work 3 double crochets here, 1, 2 and 3, and then make a chain and another 3 double crochets into the same space, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, then again skip next 2 double crochets and go to the 3rd chain of these beginning chains of previous row here, and work 3 double crochets into that, 1, 2 and 3, and row 2 is finished. Start next row, row 3, with making 3 chains again, turn the work and make another 2 double crochets into the base of these chain 3 here, 1 and 2, to have 3 double crochets at the beginning of row 3, and then skip next double crochets and go to the space between this group and the next group here, and make 3 double crochets into this space, 1, 2 and 3, and then again skip next double crochets and go to the chain 1 space and work 3 double crochets, 1 chain and again 3 double crochets. Again skip next 3 double crochets and go to the next space between this group and the next group here, and work 3 double crochets into that, and then make 3 double crochets at top of the 3rd chain of these beginning chains of previous round here, 1, 2 and 3. And now row 3 is finished. you can see we have 3 groups in this side and 3 groups of 3 double crochet in the other side. And in row 2 we have 2 groups here and 2 groups here, and in each row we should increase the number of groups in each side of these 2 sides of the triangle. Again, start next row with making 3 chains as the first double crochet, turn the work and make another 2 double crochets into the base of chain 3 or at top of this double crochet, 1 and 2. Then skip next stitches, next 2 double crochets, and work 3 double crochets into this space between these 2 groups. Again, skip next double crochets, go to the next space and work 3 double crochets into that. And now in this chain 1 space, make 3 double crochets, 1 chain and 3 double crochets. And again, repeat this work for other side, this side. Make 3 double crochets into this space. Three double crochets into the next space. And 3 double crochets into the third chain of beginning chains of previous row here. Okay, and now row 4 is finished. And as you can see that we have 4 groups in this side and 4 groups in the other side. And we should repeat this sequence and in each row increase the number of groups. And the first group of each row is worked at top of the last stitch of previous row. And next groups is worked into these spaces. And in this chain 1 space, we should work 3 double crochets, 1 chain and 3 double crochets. And again, we should work next groups into these spaces, and the last group is worked into the third chain of beginning chains of previous row, and continue this work. Okay, I made 20 rows in total, and now this triangle has 23 centimeters height and 50 centimeters length. And now I'm gonna start the border of the hair scarf, make a chain and turn the work around, and then make 1 slip stitch into the second double crochet of this first group here. Now make a shell stitch with 5 double crochets into this space between 2 groups. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Again, make 1 slip stitch into the second stitch of next group here. Then go to the next space between these 2 groups and make 1 shell stitch into that. 1 double crochet, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And again one slip stitch into the second stitch of next group here, and continue this sequence. Okay, I made the border for one side of the triangle, and when we reach this corner, after making one slip stitch into the second double crochet of the last group, go to the chain one space of the corner and make 7 double crochets into that. Then make one slip stitch at top of the second stitch of first group of this side, the other side, and repeat this work. Make 5 double crochets into the space between 2 groups. And one slip stitch into the second stitch of next group, and continue this sequence until the end. Now, after making the second side of the triangle, and after making one slip stitch into the second stitch of last group, make some chains. I made 51 chains in total, and now make one slip stitch into the second chain here. Skip the first one, make one slip stitch into the second, and one slip stitch into the next, and one slip stitch into each of other chains to reach the corner of the triangle. Okay, after making 50 slip stitches in total, start the border of this third side of the triangle, this side. In this side, we have 1 double crochet at the end of each row and 3 single crochets at the beginning of each row, okay? These stitches. And we should work 2 single crochets for each stitch. This is the beginning stitch or chain 3. Make 1 single crochet under these 2 loops and 1 single crochet under next 2 loops. Go to the next row here, and this is the last double crochet of the row. Make 1 single crochet under these 2 loops of that. And 1 single crochet under next 2 loops of the double crochet. Again, we have 3 chains at the beginning of next row. Make 2 single crochets into that, 1 here and 1 into the next chain. Again, we have 1 double crochet at the end of next row. Make 1 single crochet under these 2 loops of the double crochet, and 1 single crochet again under next 2 loops of that here, and repeat this work to reach the other corner. Continue until the end. Okay, when we reach the magic ring, the starting point of the triangle, go to the magic ring and make 1 single crochet into that, and then hide this tail through the work. Again, make 1 single crochet into the next chain of beginning chains of first row and hide the tail, and 1 single crochet into the next chain. Then go to the next double crochet and work 2 single crochets under loops of that. 1 and 2. And continue this work until reach the other corner. Okay, now I reach the other corner of the triangle, and now again make 51 chains. Now again skip the first chain and make 1 slip stitch into the second chain and 1 slip stitch into each of next other chains. And continue until the end. Okay. After making 50 slip stitches, now I'm at the end and make 1 slip stitch into the beginning slip stitch of the border and then cut the yarn. And then hide that through the stitches. Now our beautiful and super easy granny stitch headscarf is finished. I hope you make that and enjoy it. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like the video. Have a nice day.